feet was just breezed in the door.
Why, I didn't know the circus was in town.
Just when you think you've seen it all, somebody brings the extra crazy sauce and proves it ain't over until the androgynous individual sings. Greetings, my fellow geeks. Glad to have you along for this ride. It's a crazy one. It's a wild one. And if you can get past the mind-numbing insanity, it's actually kind of funny. Jaguar, or if you're British, Jaguar, has recently released a new ad in what can only be described as a misguided, ill-conceived, totally batshit crazy attempt at rebranding. The rebrand, which includes a new and totally uninspiring logo, launches December 2nd and is sure to make the iconic manufacturer gobs of money, I said sarcastically. The new ad itself is receiving a lot of attention, but probably not for the reasons Jaguar would like. The ad features vaguely genderless individuals wandering a landscape that looks like something out of an Andy Warhol fever dream. The ad has been met with major criticism for its obscurity and the glaring fact that a car is nary to be found in the entire thing.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Naturally, Jaguar had a rebuttal to the criticism, and it's exactly the type of tone-deaf, blame-shifting nonsense we've come to expect from major corporations when they're called out on their BS. The headline from The Telegraph put simply, Jaguar boss says criticism of rebrand is vile hatred and intolerance. The boss of Jaguar has defended the car maker's controversial rebrand and said criticism of its marketing campaign has featured, quote, vile hatred and intolerance. Rodden Glover, the managing director of Jaguar, said the campaign message had been lost in, quote, a blaze of intolerance, adding that the car maker must move away from traditional automotive stereotypes. It comes after Jaguar ditched its historic Growler cat logo and released an ad featuring models with asymmetrical haircuts and dressed in brightly colored clothing. It also included the phrases, break molds and create exuberance. Mr. Glover told the Financial Times, we need to re-establish our brand at a completely different price point, so we need to act differently. If we play in the same way that everyone else does, we'll just get drowned out, so we shouldn't turn up like an auto brand. He said that he had been disappointed by the level of vile hatred and intolerance aimed at those who featured in its advert. Yet its new advertising drive has prompted claims it's neglecting its traditional customer base. Mr. Glover said, we don't want to necessarily leave all of our customers behind, but we do need to attract a new customer base. Advertising experts have warned the campaign risks damaging Jaguar's brand with potential buyers. Among the many issues I have with Mr. Glover's snarky retort is that it completely misses the point of why their brand is being ratioed into oblivion. This isn't about bigotry, sexism, or any of the other tired, overplayed tropes. It's about an iconic company completely abandoning its brand, its demographic, and its core values in exchange for hollow virtue signaling. It's a page right out of the playbook of companies like Disney and Bud Light, and we've all seen how that's turned out. Also, can I just say that insulting your consumer base is never a smart idea? Aside from being bad business, it really makes you look like a petulant child. I've never seen an instance where insulting people has suddenly turned them on to your brand, yet companies continue to play this song, and quite frankly, it's exhausting. Another reason for this ad's abject failure, it's a car commercial that doesn't feature a car. Aside from the name, I have no idea what I'm looking at. Is it a commercial for Ringling Brothers Circus? Maybe a cosmetic line inspired by Tammy Faye Baker? Hell, it's so artsy-fartsy, it would make a better fragrance ad. Androgyny by Jaguar. At least then I can forgive it for being weird. Now, some people are claiming it's woke, and while you can probably make a claim for that, I say its biggest problem is that it's a crappy ad. It doesn't set out what it's supposed to do, it's turned a bunch of people off, and it's absolutely ridiculous. Also, just because we're talking about this ad doesn't mean that it's successful. Lots of people were talking about the maiden voyage of the Titanic, but not for any of the reasons the White Star Line would have liked. Sometimes, bad press is just bad press. So how does Jaguar fix this mess? Simple. Go back to basics. Return to what worked. Remember your demographic, and remember what made your brand so iconic. You don't need to rebrand for a new age, especially when that rebrand strips you of your identity and the very product you're selling. A classic is a classic for a reason. Of course, I'd like to know your thoughts on this one. I'll leave a link to the ad in the description below so you can check it out for yourself. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. If you haven't liked this video, well, I thank you for watching anyway. And until next time, stay nerdy, my friends. Take care.